So luckily, I met a woman. We've been vibing, meshing, and just enjoying each other's company.
Nice.
Very much enjoying each other's company.
And taking it slow, I would hope.
Taking it slow,
Yeah.
but I can say something, and probably you will understand where I'm coming from, and you might be able to relate. When you're creative, right, your craft means the world
It does.
to you. Your craft, if it means a little bit or as much as it means to you to them, you tend to feel keen about that person.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
You tend to appreciate and
Yes.
really see that person in a light of, wow, you understand what I'm talking. You might not understand it, but you respect and you want to inquire about what I do.
I don't think it's unique to being a creative or an entrepreneur. I think it's just.
You're right.
I think it's just if the person is keen to what you're doing in your life.
I agree.
And they take an interest in it.
I agree.
You're more in line to be like, oh,
I agree.
let me pay attention to this person. You know?
I agree.
Yeah.
But
But it helps. It helps. It helps a lot. It helps a lot.
So maybe we can talk about Cluster later.
Yeah.
But when I started Cluster, she saw so much of herself in Cluster that it made the relationship that much easier.
Nice.
And it actually encouraged me, motivated me, inspired me to do so much more. With Cluster, I started just with cashew nuts.
Okay.
Just with cashew.
Okay.
And then with being challenged, being inspired, it became pastry, and then became savory.
Cake pops,
it became all
juices, cookies,
yes.
snacks.
Yeah, that too. Ice cream.
Yeah.
So it's fun. It's fun to mesh and vibe with somebody who gets you.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's important. I mean, at the end of the day, that's what we're all hoping for.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
Without a decimal, you know. Yeah.
So the relationship is not official yet,
Okay.
but is about to be.
Nice.
In a very near future.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much. Blessings and blessings. So
Inshallah.
it's happening soon, inshallah. And we can't wait to get started with a life, build something. Just keep motivating and pushing and supporting each other. We wanted it to be a friendship first.
Yes.
We also wanted it to be something where we can build something outside of the bedroom, something that is meaningful.
Yeah. That could last. Because you opened this subject, I want to ask you, because I have my own experiences, but it's not about me. One of the challenges that women, I think men too, is when you do live abroad.
Yeah.
There's a lot of influence and it changes the way that you thought or how you were brought up if you were coming from Africa and going, especially how you see relationships. And then you come back, and if you're single and you want to start a family or you want to get married, then you have to navigate these new ways of thinking and seeing the world with people whose reality and the way that they think is quite different.
Yes.
How have you, I mean, clearly you found somebody, so you've been navigating that. But how was that for you in the beginning? Because I think it's such a huge challenge, and I don't even know that people really think about it.
Right.
You know, like there's always, I'm still single, I'm still taking applications.
Fellas, you've been called.
But there's always this thing that, oh, yaa ngi daxate. Pourtant man daxuma kenn de.
No.
Daxuma kenn.
No.
Ku ñëw wërsëgam nekk ak man suñu bidéew ànd ñu mën a def si jàmm asalaam. But the idea there is, especially when you come from abroad, it's like it's challenging.
It is challenging.
How have you navigated that?
So for me, I was very clear that career comes first before matrimony, and I was not looking. And I said in the prayer, like in the middle of the night.
Oh, so you wake up in the middle of the night and pray. Did you hear that?
I was like, dear Lord, this job really is something that I can see myself doing for the rest of my days.
And that's a good vision to have, like to already have that clarity.
Yeah, I want to do this for the remaining of my days. Matrimony is something that depends on you, whether you give me the go or not, but I leave it all in your hands. But if you do...
here's my criteria.
There was no criteria. But here, if you do, I would like for you to lead our path to each other, but I'm not going to go looking for her. So she happens to be a relative of my sister on her in-laws side. So again, as it happens, we had a family gathering and they were like, wait, have you met her? Did you know her? I was like, who?
That's usually how it happens here.
That's how it happens.
That's usually how it happens.
But usually those are, I would say, doomed to fail because it's not meant to be, or they were not looking for it.
Right.
And I'm like, I'm really looking for a friend. I'm okay with just a friend, and that's how it started. And it's been a couple of years now. There was no rush, not on her end, not on my end. So we decided that we don't want a lavish wedding. We wanted it as basic.
As basic as basic.
As basic as
as
basic.
basic as basic.
That's exactly what we're getting.
So good.
I didn't force her that. She didn't impose. She wanted that to begin. I'm like, dear Lord, thank you. This is heaven sent. Thank you. I'll take this. I will take this.
He really matched you with someone who is, in a lot of ways, going to be your partner and has been your partner. No.
I don't say Alhamdulillah enough.
Just the way you're describing
yes,
it really
I don't say Alhamdulillah enough.
So take me to how Eat Cluster. Is it Eat Cluster or Cluster? Because I go by both.
It's Cluster.
So Eat, you're telling us to eat. So Cluster. So take us through how Cluster came about and the name. Where did the name come from?
So I wanted to register Cluster on Instagram, but Cluster is just like a generic name. It was taken. I'm like, I need a call to action that will define what Cluster does. So like Cluster.
Okay.
So 2019 came an opportunity to go to China. To do a trade show. They were like, would you be interested in going? I'm like, what? Yes, I'm going. What are we doing? I'm going. So I went and I took some cashew nuts and peanut with me to sell.
And at that time, were you only doing the cashews? Like, had you just...
I had not started at all.
You just went to the trade show?
I was just looking for something to do.
Okay.
I really was looking for a job, quote unquote. So I go there and the peanut was very, very popular. But I just felt like you're really just going to a farmer, buying their stock,
and then reselling it. Yeah.
Like there was no longevity, there was no establishing a brand, there's no food sovereignty, there's no an African brand behind that, and it was money, but it was not motivating at all. But the cashew, they saw so much, I guess, novelty in what I presented them. They were like, well, we really like this. So
and how was it presented? Was it salé, sucré?
So I took 3 flavors. I took cashew flavored with turmeric and black pepper. That was the best seller. And then,
are you still making those?
We'll discuss that. Then I made cashew with cinnamon. And cashew with salted cashew. So I took all 3. And the turmeric one was the best seller. And I'm like, I might be onto something. And then COVID hit. So to answer your question, the cashew I am still doing, but there's a pause because I have a problem of a supplier. I got gut.
It happens.
I got gut.
It happens.
But I feel like
the family tanka lolo dalola, like you're not really home. Lolo fomo dalla.
And I'm like, pendant 2 ans, je me disais, mais I haven't gotten gut yet. It needs to. No, because I wanted to prepare myself. Where did I go wrong? I wanted it to happen at a very early stage so I can learn and move on. So I happened. And the reason why I got gut was I was being charged 3 times the market rate of cashew, which is not kosher. So she really just slaughtered me. So since then I've been looking for a supplier who can really give me pricing.
Reasonable. So
we just developed maybe 4 more new flavors of cashew, and I cannot wait to get back to cashew nuts. Our packaging is so amazing. Anyway,
No,
I digress. So cluster then evolved into pastry.
Okay.
Because remember when the first wave of confinement?
Yes.
Yes. Donc, first wave of confinement, 2 mois après, nous tombé Ramadan 2020.
Oui, 2020.
2020. Mère bi ne ma tey de kër gi kenn nekk ko fi. Xanaa yow dafa ndogu tey.
D'accord.
Oh God, what am I cannot engage and commit to make ndogu myself. I don't even know what to make. So that's where Wendelu Bandir was the first product.
Wendelu Bandir. Did you
Bandir.
guys hear that?
Wendelu Bandir was the first product that I launched.
Okay.
And it was the Juggernaut sablé à base de souchet, de ndir.
What is sablé for those who don't know?
Biscuit.
Biscuit, okay.
And to be honest, anybody who asks me, well, no, naka nga may inspiration ng edible, I don't know. I wish I knew, but
it just came.
It was a blink. I did it. I didn't think anything was going to happen out of it. Mais jour boobu 3 la ñu woon. Mais yëpp ñu ñoo ko lekkandoo ci table bi ñu ñëpp dara desul woon.
That was your focus group.
That
was your first focus group.
And they launched it. And then I want to introduce you to a woman who also came back, a nutritionist. She was the one that I because she's a friend, I shared one with her. She was like, I cannot wait to give this to my customers. I'm like, what? Huh?
What's her name?
Aissatou Diallo.
Okay. I know someone who also coming back who's a nutritionist.
Health in a Box?
No. Well, yes, but someone else.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
we'll trade. We'll
trade. I shared with her, and she was eager to share that with her clients. Because it's low in sugar, it's healthy, and I just go by the direction that she wants of the product that she needs for her clients. And that's where she started.
And so what are some of the products that you have now under the Cluster brand?
So after the confinement was a little bit lightened up, I think it was September 2020, I hosted the first Juggernaut. Okay. So for those who don't know, Juggernaut is our, how can I say it? Our afternoon snack that you share with a grandparent or with your cousins or your neighbors, and you just give them, like, everybody gets the same snack. So I was like, I haven't done this in a long time. Let me do one. So the first one was 2 people who came. One photographer, a friend of mine, and my friend Aissatou. They came. I was like, this is what I've been working for the last few days. Just give it a try. Give it a try. They were like, this is so good. And then that's where Juggernaut was launched. Okay. And the idea behind Juggernaut, to answer your question, is every month we pick a product that's in season and we create an entire menu based on that product. Yeah. So we do both savory and sweets, drinks and ice cream. We have been developing a menu since then to have each menu. Oh, just like we did for Valentine's Day. Yes. To mark every kind of major event throughout the year.
Those were so good, guys. You missed out if you didn't get it. Cake pops were the bomb. It was so good. So good.
So we try to be as creative as possible. So we're not mass market yet. We're very niche. We're very small circle. And it's nice that when we host these Juggernaut, people who come, they were like, we didn't know this was possible.
Right.
Or that this was available. Yeah, especially, I get a lot of that one, that it was available. How could this have been available for 2 years and we didn't know?
So I know that the Juggernaut is one of the products, and you guys, you'll get a little bit of that today.
Yes.
But so I had Thanksgiving.
Yes.
And then we had some stuff from you there. I also had another event. So there are some other things besides that I think people can order if they want.
So we do have a full menu. And the menu is pretty current, but it changes also seasonally. Right. So there's a stable menu that we carry all throughout the year. But there are some novelty items or some novelty flavors that come in, and when they're gone, they're gone. We had a mango tart the first go round. I was not happy with it. They were like, it's fine, just go with it. I'm like, it's not.
It's the American union. That's the American part.
A little bit of perfectionism and a little bit of OCD, but it works because people appreciate what you present them. Yeah.
So we're gonna enjoy a little bit of.
So with today, welcome.
We're having the day.
So we're doing the Juggernaut tamarind.
Oh, tamarind! I like tamarind. Yes. Can we take the viewers into the lab? Are we allowed to go see the lab?
So the lab is kind of upside down. A bomb exploded in there. But I'll be more than delighted to just come present to you, and then you can taste live and share live. So I'm not afraid of live reaction because I feel like it's honest.
Those are the best. Yeah,
it's honest. It's honest and authentic, and I don't want it to be scripted because I want to get the real feedback of how the guest enjoys what we present.
And when and where can they order products from you if they're interested? If the audience is interested.
So we're online. We have like a presence online.
So Facebook, Instagram,
Twitter. I'm on Twitter. I'm trying to be more active on Twitter now because all the conversation happens there. On WhatsApp, for anybody who has the WhatsApp link, they can directly see the catalog.
We'll send it to you.
So they can see the catalog and see what is current. The website, I looked at the website yesterday, but it has a glitch where none of the images are loading up. I need to go back and see what's happening with that. But the website is it's a good vitrine. It's a good vitrine to see what we have.
And how much lead time do you need in order?
So because we don't have a point of sale yet, donc je demande toujours que clients yi jox ma 1 à 2 jours pour lu ñu soxla.
2 jours. Dégg nga.
moo gën a wóor 2 jours daal moo gën a wóor. Mais j'essaie d'honorer la commande balaa muy yegg. Comme ça yow y aura pas de retard yow parce que there's nothing I hate more than saying 5 o'clock and coming at 11 p.m. the next day. Oh God, non bëgguma pénaliser client bi parce que xam naa ne da nga jël engagement pour keneen et bëgguma nag nga toog sa guest ñëw nga toog di xaar naan non mu ngi fii c'est-à-dire I don't like that. It's not good for them. It's not good for us.
It's not good for business. Yeah.
And so we have a few more people joining us. So people are served as they come, unless they request that they want to wait for the whole gang to be here. Because I think what they like is the menu, but also the conversation that takes place.
Yes.
There's no topic, there's no subject.
Yeah,
we just talk. So let's forget the whole outside world for a little minute and focus on us and bringing back memories and creating new ones.
Souley.
Yes, that's my name.
18. That's my favorite uncle, by the way.
Oh.
Amin. 19 years abroad.
Right.
You went as a student. 2016, you came back. If the math is right, how old are you right now?
Wait, which age are you asking me? Because there are 3 ages.
Well, tell me all 3.
So there's chronological age, biological age, or state of mind age.
All 3.
So I am in each bracket between 20, 30, 40.
20, 30, and 40.
So it depends on what mood or what state of mind in, but I am in each. I'm 20, 30, and 40.
Yeah.
So that's my answer, and I'm sticking to it.
I have one more question. I always like to ask this of my friends that we talk to. Is there anything in particular that you miss about being back abroad? Now you're settled, you've been here for a while now, but is there something that's like, oh, I wish I could have brought this back with me, or...
On 43rd and between 9th and 10th Avenue in New York, there's a little bakery called the Little Pie Company.
The Little Pie Company?
Yeah.
I've seen it.
Sour cream, apple, walnut pie. That
you have
pie.
To make it.
I can't.
Why not?
I've looked up, I've tried, I even order it to come from the state. They freeze it and bring it. Listen, they freeze it and bring it to me. GP, man, GP. Freeze and congelate. Bu ko ken laal, bu ko ken xool, bu ko ken dagg.
The next time I need a slice.
Oh, here they were like, are you not sharing? I'm like, no. No. My mother said to me, xanaa lii dafa am alcohol? Ma ne ko yéen dafa am alcool. Bu ko ken lekk, bu ko ken naan, bu ko ken jege. Teg leen. No, I'm not sharing this with no one. No way. No. So that I truly miss about New York. I miss about New York. And sushi.
We have sushi here.
Oh. I plead the 5th. But we have good food here in Senegal. We have good food. It's fresh. But one thing that I do miss about New York, which is intangible, is the unknown factor. Like you can just blend in the mass. Nobody sees you. That I truly enjoy. And I kind of miss it a little bit. Here, wherever you go, you're scrutinized.
And then mbokk yi dañ lay xàmmee. Yow yaay doomu diw. yow yaay xaritu noonu.
Yep.
Sa tante nanga wax nanga.
Yep.
And
Yep.
you have to, even if you're not of the mindset of watching your actions or your steps, like that's not who you are to begin with.
Correct.
The country and the culture and the continent
Correct. Yeah.
sometimes makes you that way.
That's true. That's true.
You know, it's nice to be able to live free and not have to worry about that. And
Amen
I think
to
the
that.
US and Europe offers that.
Amen. Yep. Amen to that. ñoo ko bokk. Ñun ñëpp ci kër gi la ñu bokk.